What is up, guys? Welcome to a new year of the podcast, Dialing Up the Details. I hope you enjoy. I hope you learn something. I hope you get something out of it, if not only entertainment. Again, welcome back to a new year. This year, I'm going to just be honest, I'm kind of struggling on ideas and topics to bring up. Also, just it's hard to find time with people's schedules to be able to collaborate with some of the people that I normally do and bring in new collaborations. It's just this year's been kind of it started out as kind of a scheduling nightmare, and which is fine. It happens. It's kind of the nature of the beast as far as these careers go. But again, I hope you enjoy. I hope you find the content at least somewhat entertaining. If you have any ideas, please feel free to bring them up. This year, we're going to start kind of basic. We're gonna review some body cam videos and kind of go over things and kind of what might be going through the officers' minds or the dispatchers' minds whenever they receive calls like this. And we're gonna start out the new season kind of re-educating people or going back over things we may have gone over before, just in case someone new is here and they don't know. Again, for people that are new here, glad you're here. And for those that don't know me or haven't seen me before, my name is Colton. I am a 911 operator and negotiator for my local police department, and I've been doing that for about 10 years. Beforehand, I worked on an ambulance for about, I think it was either 3 or 5 years. I worked as an EMT and while I was going through paramedic school and completed that, and then ended up moving over to dispatch because quite honestly, at the time, it paid quite a bit better. So I decided to move over that route instead of continuing in the ambulance service. And I'm glad I did. I've gained some new experiences and new things that I may not have otherwise had. So I do enjoy the way my career went and the route it took, even though it may not be what I originally planned, but that's just how it goes sometimes. I've also been volunteer firefighting for about 12 years now. I recently, this past year, just let my fire certification go. It wasn't bringing me any more use. I can still do volunteer work without it. I won't be compensated as much when I go to calls because our volunteer departments in this county do get some type of compensation from going to calls, especially if you have the certifications behind you. But I can still help out. I can still do what I need to do without the certification because I still have the knowledge there. I've still, I didn't just lose it from losing my certification. Um, a lot of volunteer firefighters aren't actually certified. They do have trainings and things. At least in this county, they do. They do have trainings and things. They don't just throw you into the fire, literally and figuratively. But it does help out with your knowledge if you do have certifications and you've been to the school and everything, especially if you have a good school that you went to. Again, today we're gonna be reviewing some body camera videos and kind of just going over some things. This may be a little bit shorter of an episode. Um, I do apologize if there's any skipping or things as well. My internet is not it's not cooperating or liking me today, apparently. But we'll get on to it. So we're gonna go make sure I have everything here. Let's do that. Make sure I have the right window here. There we go. So yeah, we're gonna review some body camera videos. This one is gonna be from Police Activity C down here. Be sure to go subscribe to them, hit the bell, make sure you're notified. Do the same for my channel. But this is going to be an incident in Houston. They received a call of an active robbery, aggravated robbery, which in Texas means it is with a weapon generally. This occurred in Houston. Houston be crazy sometimes. So we're gonna get into this. I can only imagine the 911 call that came in. Generally on 911 calls like this, gonna hold on, make sure I'm out of the way of their stuff here. So this was December 1st of 2025 is when this occurred. And again, this is in Houston. I imagine the call they received, generally when we receive a call to 911 about some type of robbery, theft, something like that. Robbery would be taking something by force, is how we'd classify it when we're taking a 911 call. It can either be aggravated, which is generally the call type when we do aggravated means that they have some type of weapon, whether that be a blade, a gun, whatever. They have some type of weapon where they're taking something by force. It looks like this is some type of title loan or cash loan place, um, which generally, I think a good at least 80% of the robberies I've taken calls on have been at like these cash loan type places, which is why a lot of them have like different security measures and locks on their doors now. Uh, but yeah, so apparently, call for an aggravated robbery. We know that the person inside does have a firearm. I'm not sure if they gathered on the 911 call that he had someone that he. Uh, I don't know if I'd necessarily call them a hostage. They were pretty much a hostage in this situation. Um, so that's something they got to look out for. This first officer is going to try and secure the location, but kind of messes up the suspect's plans, and we'll see that here in a second. So first thing, we can see this is a corner store. You've got different routes of exit. Who knows if the 911 got a description of a vehicle that this person pulled up in? If they pulled up in a vehicle, a lot of times they're on foot, or they have a vehicle somewhere where you can't see it. Right now this is body camera. I'm sure it's going to look a little different from officer's point of view. I can't really see anyone in the store at the moment, but we'll see that changes here in just a second. He's gonna go take a look inside. The door is locked.
Oh,
See, now this is Houston. I know big metroplex departments a lot of times don't have the resources to have multiple people there, at least for the first minute or so. If this were our department or my department that I work at, calls like this, we're always gonna get second units. And generally, a call this high priority in my agency, everybody would be going anyway. But the first officer is just there to kind of secure and watch the location. Generally, whenever we have things like silent alarms or active robberies, things like that, the officers will secure it and the dispatcher will call the location and kind of get an assessment on what's going on inside. We can kind of tell the employee or whoever answers the phone, we can kind of tell if something's not going correct in there. Also, with me having the negotiator stuff as well, generally I'm the one that'll call the location, and I'll try and start the conversation out nonchalant. Hey, my name is Colton. We were just checking in on you. Is everything okay there? Just try and ease into it rather than, hey, we heard you're being robbed. Because, if the person that's doing said crime answers the phone, um, we try our best not to tip them off. We could probably have some better policies and ways that we do it. And that's something that I hope to get into this new year is helping out my department more and coming up with new ideas and new things to new ways to handle different situations. But yeah, generally we'd call the location, make sure everything's okay, and get a clothing description of the person coming out to let the officer know, hey, they said it was an accidental activation, but you're going to be meeting with Susie. They're going to be wearing a cash loans, black polo, and khakis, so that way they know who's coming out to meet them, know that they're coming out the front door, and their main thing is just to keep the location secure till they can get enough people there. Again, with these cash loan places with the doors locked like this,
you open the door or what?
it seems like the officer's still not up and up,
The
knowing
fucking
that
door, dude.
this
Gosh
is
damn.
an active situation. Oh, see a door open back there. Oh,
With the
and
fucking
now
hand.
now he sees the suspect behind this person. and knows that he has a firearm.
Hold here, hold here. Let me see your fucking hands right now.
So, yeah, a lot happening within a few seconds. But as you see, dude suspect is behind our hostage here. Extremely, like, tense situation there because you've got your hostage right there in your line of fire, and uh, some officers have gotten reprimanded for being a little rough with people sometimes, telling them like move, get out of the effing way. Um, like hostage needs to make a beeline that way. So we've already had 2 shots. He's, of course, shooting him in the back here. Now, this is what's going to upset a lot of people. Yes, he's shooting him in the back, but we've already established this is an aggravated robbery. This suspect does have a weapon. He's already taken a hostage, and now he's running off to do who knows what. So, generally, with police, they are justified to shoot in the back if this is a huge if, and this is probably going to be under investigation for at least a couple of months, and this officer's gonna be without a job for a couple of months, whether that's paid or unpaid. Now, within the situation, officers are justified in this shooting because they've already established, like I said, this is an aggravated robbery. He's already taken a hostage and he does have a weapon. The officer cannot, in good faith, let this person go or try and take chase. Number one, that's his safety on the line. As soon as he takes chase, he knows he has a weapon. If he also allows them to get around this building and someone's parked there in the parking lot sitting in their vehicle, what happens when this person decides to go carjack them at gunpoint, basically, and pull them out of a vehicle? And then you're putting other people in danger. So we've already established this person is a danger to people. So this officer cannot, in good faith, allow him to go and possibly injure or hurt or take someone else hostage. Uh, the situation has to be dealt with then and there. And you see this huge baggy raincoat and stuff. A lot of people ask, well, why don't you tase him? Huge baggy coat like this or cloak or whatever that thing is, looks like he's a wraith from Lord of the Rings. A lot of time taser probes won't penetrate that material, and you're not going to get good contact to actually get full muscle lockdown from taser activation. Also, at this point, he's covered a good amount of distance. The further you get away, the taser is less reliable because the prongs kind of shoot out. It's almost like a shotgun blast in the fact that there's no real control as to which way the prongs go. The more distance they get, the more they're going to spread out and the more they're going to go different ways. That also rules out like an OC or pepper spray situation because also in this 2 seconds this is occurring, who knows if the wind's blowing back towards the officer, then we've got a separate issue there. But that distance covered now, the spray is going to be ineffective. The spray is not going to reach that far to get to that person. Um, and technology is just not there yet for every single officer to have other means of capture. I know some departments have been working with like bolo wraps and things like that, and they're trying different things. But in reality, it takes a long time to roll those type of things out, and it's also very costly for cities and departments to do, which a lot of departments cannot get funding for, especially in recent years, with people wanting police departments less funded. When you fund them less, they have to work with the tools that they have on hand. And right now, that's firearms and tasers, things of that nature. So, of course, the officer's using his firearm. He's gonna try and take him out as it stands here.
Shots fired,
So
shots
yes,
fired. Got one
he
suspect
is
down, one
down.
suspect down.
Can't tell if that's his firearm right there or not.
Black male. He has one gun on the side. He's no gun right now. Hold the air, okay? Math, get inside, get inside. Let me see your hands, man.
I can't move.
All right, we'll keep it there, all right, bro? I'll get you help as soon as I can.
Also, this officer kind of has to hold it down until he gets another officer there. I'm sure as soon as another officer gets there, he is going to render aid because that's what officers do. They render aid even people that have just committed
just get
crazy
here
crimes.
so as possible, though, okay? Because he's good right now, okay? But go ahead and get HFD over here to my... I know. I got you, though. Help's coming on the way, okay? Let me see this hand. Let me see this hand. If it's gonna hurt, I know it's gonna hurt. Just hang on with me, okay?
Oh, another thing to mention is a lot of people ask, why don't you shoot them in the legs? Number one, that's a small target to hit. Number two, the legs are actually probably, as far as like a bleeding standpoint, is one of the more dangerous places to shoot. One of your main arteries is kind of in your thigh area, like in between your knee and your hip there, and it runs that whole direction. It's called the femoral artery. If that thing, if your femoral artery were to be hit in a situation like this, you're not surviving past at the most a minute. You're gonna bleed out extremely fast. So the legs are not really a good option, especially upper legs. And then when you get in the smaller portion of the legs, it's an extremely small target to hit, and you want to make sure that all of your rounds are accounted for, and not. You also have more of a chance of it bouncing off of the concrete and causing extra damage other places. Also, as you get more into the upper legs and hip area, the iliac crest of the hip, which is, if you've seen pelvic bones on like medical um, graphs or medical figures and things, it's kind of like a big bowl. A lot of times when bullets hit those, they kind of scoop up and into your body and create more damage than what's necessary. So that's why officers always train for center mass shots. You have a much more chance of surviving
All
those
right, get that gun. Secure it.
realistically and
You got anything
medically.
else on you, man?
No, I can't move.
Okay, I got you. I know.
So
Well, where's it hurting
he's
right now,
talking
big
pretty
dog?
well.
My back,
Your back?
I can't move.
I got you. I got you. I got you. Relax. Stay right there, okay? Hold on him. Hold on him.
See, now
Get
he's
inside
going
my
to grab a medical kit.
Get inside. Look, I don't got anything here to help us. Are you okay, ma'am?
A lot of officers
You're not
will
hurt
carry
anyway?
extra medical gear to help
Okay.
in situations like this.
Hey, you got a first
Some
aid?
do not.
Yeah. Get it for me. Can you ask her how many are there? The med kit. Med kit. Hey,
It hurt.
where are you hurting at? In the neck?
When you move.
Okay. Cool. I know. Just hang on. You're good, man. You're good.
Not a whole lot of bleeding.
You're good, big dog.
I wasn't gonna do nothing.
What's up, bro?
I don't know why did you shoot me?
Bro, you had a gun on you, man. You had one in the hostage, bro.
And I was gonna push her up and run.
Big dog, you can't be doing that around here, man.
I mean, the officer is being as compassionate as he can be and professional, while also letting the dude know, hey man, what you did was kind of dumb. You took a hostage, you had a gun. I couldn't take any chances. So he's being very real with him and being upfront with him.
Where at? Where at?
My arms they going dead.
Your arm? Right. I'm trying to figure out what
Can you please, bro? This shit hurt. Bro.
Hang on, big dog.
Stop.
Back. One right here. I don't know where the other ones are at. But there you go.
Ah!
Med kit, got some
I got one right here.
clotting bandages, looks
My-
like.
Stop.
Oh, there we go. So that's the end of that one. So yes, officers will try and neutralize as much as possible. And they'll do what they can, man. I mean, some officers are horrible. That's just the nature of it. Um, they work in these communities where they live most of the time. Every single day, they're going out and doing things like this, especially in metroplex areas like this. Like this is a normal day for them, which is insane. And then they've got to go out and live in the same community and be out with their families in the same community. And realistically, this I believe that dude did survive. He could come across him just in his everyday dealings and have his family with him. So now you're dealing with someone that you've had to deal with before, but now your family's in the mix, and it's a horrible situation sometimes for officers like that. It seems like he was a really good officer. We can't make judgments or generalizations like that, but yeah, he seems like he's real good. This one's also going to be from police activity. Wanted man pulls a knife and charges at officer. So I'm guessing this is going to be a normal community contact, which is officer sees someone walking or whatever the case is and stops out with them to check with them, make sure they're not wanted. If they're not, then they'll let them move on about their day and everything. Just make sure they're not getting into
Okay, the
anything.
male sitting on the bench. Gonna be on the east side of the covered bridge. You wanna try to
Okay,
make
seems
contact
like
with
they
him?
got radio traffic. Yep,
Copy.
that's him talking, saying he's going to stop out with the male subject sitting on the bench. Whether they got a call or whether this is, like I said, a normal contact, like, hey, everything good? And, let me check you out real quick, make sure you're not wanted for anything crazy. Because also, reality is people get upset at officers just checking out on people like this. Oh, man, he wasn't bothering anybody. I mean, that's true. Like, you can let the dude go on about his day, but at the same time, that's how most wanted people and warrants are found out, is just random contacts with people, whether that's a traffic stop or stopping out with someone that's just kind of hanging out or loitering on a bench or something. That's how they find out people have warrants and things. And sometimes it could be like, oh yeah, you've just got a warrant for traffic violation out of a different state. We're not going to worry about that. Go on about your day, take care of that warrant when you can. And sometimes it's like, dude has a warrant for like homicide or something. You just never know what you're going to come across. It's like Forrest Gump. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. That's just the nature of the career, which also makes it fun. It really does make it as
How we doing,
much
boss?
fun as you can have.
Let you know I'm recording our conversation.
There's no need for a conversation.
Oh, there's gonna be.
Why?
Well,
Here we
because
go.
what happened over there at the
I just
Okay,
left,
apartment.
so they got a previous call at some apartments. Seems like he's located them. Officer immediately trying to be respectful. Hey, just letting you know, conversation can be recorded. Blah, blah, blah. And then out of the gate, there's no need for conversation.
Okay, well, she's
It's
calling saying that you weren't supposed to be there. So
No, she had me over there.
okay,
She just
well,
answered the phone.
hang on just a second. Listen,
This is crap, dude.
dude, hang on. I'm late to the party here, right? I don't know what's going on, so I've got to find out from you. That's why I'm talking to you. There's two sides to every story. I'm going to give you an opportunity to chat with me so we can figure out what's going on. She's saying one thing. I want to talk to you to find out what your story is. Okay?
Okay.
Is that fair?
Yeah.
I'm treating you as well as I can, right?
Okay.
So I just asked the same thing of you, okay?
Okay.
All right. Do you have ID with you, boss?
No, don't.
Okay. Let me grab your name real quick so I know who I'm chatting with.
I can't give you that.
What do you mean you
I
can't?
can't do that.
Okay. Well, then
That's clue number one to the officer as to, I'm guessing you have some warrants or something. If you're not wanting to give me a name and date of birth, like it's standard for any contact. I've had people request officers for just minor things that I just need to talk to an officer about this type of situation that's going on and see what I can do. eh, Anything, child custody issues, officers get names and dates of birth or DLs or IDs for every single contact that they make. It backs them up. It helps them write their reports, because they have to be extremely specific in their reports. Reports are all about articulation and being able to read the report and understand what's going on from a judge's point of view. So when an officer starts out a report saying, I did this, it'll usually be I in parentheses, the officer's name and badge number, did this. And so from that point forward, anything that says I, it's established that it is that officer and that badge number. I spoke to a male subject sitting on a park bench, um, and in parentheses, it would have his name. And so that from that point on, the subject on the park bench is this guy, right? It's this person's name, and it's all for establishing reports and things like
it's not
that.
going to start a conversation very well, is it?
Well, I'm sorry.
Because I'm investigating a possible domestic. Okay.
Can we go over there and we can talk this
We
out?
we will. We'll chat it out. But just so you know, I'm investigating a crime. Okay.
There's no crime.
Hang on. I'm trying to explain to you what's going on. She's claiming that you broke into her house, you forced your way, and you weren't supposed to be there. So what I'm looking at right now is a burglary.
I was just on the phone with her.
Let me finish. I'm looking at a potential burglary, and I don't know if there's an assault or something else that's happened.
Nothing else
So the
happened.
reason that I'm asking you and asking for your name is a legal reason because I'm investigating a crime. If you're going to refuse to provide me with your information, you need leave me no.
So this is another good point. The officer's doing a pretty good job of explaining it. Uh, Also, when you are instantly confrontational, I understand a lot of people do not like police officers, and they may have had some really bad experiences with police officers in the past, and that's all fine and dandy. That's your thing. That's your business. But the best thing you can do, even if you're dealing with an officer that's not a very good officer, is to try and be as cordial and as respectful as you can be, and anything they ask for, provide it. Because at the end of the day, if you are compliant and respectful the whole time, even if you get arrested, whatever, if that officer truly did something wrong, you can laugh your way to the court and get a settlement. You really can. And when you establish contact like this, immediately refusing identification and things like that, and purposely being difficult or purposely being hateful, whenever that body camera goes to court and you're trying to fight for whatever you're trying to fight for, a lot of, it depends on the area you're in, it depends on the judge, but a lot of judges will look at that and be like, dude, you're the one that caused this whole issue. You're the one that started this whole interaction the wrong way. So just
Choice
be
other than
respectful.
I
It'll
have to
help you
arrest you
out
and
in the
take you
long
down to the
run.
jail. Okay? So that's where we're at right now. So do you want to provide me with your information, or do we want to go down that route?
Okay, so what is she saying that happened?
I just told you. You forced your way into the house.
Forced
You're
my
not
way
supposed
into
to
the
be in there.
house.
That's what I said.
Oh my god.
Three
dude.
times now. Okay? So that's why we're here. That's why we're chatting.
And the
So
officer
I'm
is
trying to work
being
with you to be
truthful and honest and respectful and saying, hey, I'm trying to get your side of the story, but you're being extremely uncooperative. He's just saying it in a little more professional way, but he's right. There are two sides to every story. There are times that people call and try and get people in trouble just because they're ornery like that. And this is his opportunity to be nice, respectful. Because honestly, if this call was a situation where the other party is the one being rude and disrespectful and not helping out the officers in their investigation, and then he's like, "Yeah, sure, here's my ID, here's my DL. This is, answer all the questions the officer has and is respectful. If you're, truly didn't do anything." Or officers a lot of times will also just accept, "Hey, I don't want to be questioned without a lawyer." Okay. Yes, at that point, you'll probably be at the very least detained and taken in for questioning. Um, or you may be arrested and booked in on those charges. And then at a later date, your lawyer can meet with you and detectives and go over all that. Yes, it's going to be a process, but if you don't feel comfortable talking without a lawyer, just don't. Be respectful, and be cordial and say, hey, this is just how it is. If you need to arrest me, whatever, because that's just how the process goes a lot of times. But most of the officers that I know in my agency, if this was the dude that was 110% respectful and cooperative, and the other party was the one freaking out, guess what? It's gonna be like, yeah, dude, you're being super, like, I don't see that you're being aggressive or anything. This other person is being uncooperative. Just stay away from over there for the evening. Don't call her. Don't do anything else. And that would be their suggestion from that point
cooperative
on.
to make sure that we can make this work. All I'm asking for you is to give me your information so that way we can go from there. If there's something hanging over your head, or you got something that's behind you, we can deal with that later.
Ronnie Cates.
Okay. See, I appreciate it. I'm not trying to jam you up, dude. I'm trying to be fair with you.
Okay.
How do you spell your last name, sir?
Cates.
Okay.
Anyway, so she's trying to say that I broke into her house. She's let me over there.
Okay, and
This is so much crap, dude.
Okay.
I can't believe this.
I'm giving you an opportunity
No,
to
I
tell
know.
me what's
That's
going on,
what I'm
right?
saying.
I
Like, I
understand.
don't understand. Like, I'm
And
pissed.
I understand you being pissed and frustrated, but not with me. Okay? I just got thrown into this, man. I got the call, and that's why I'm here.
Why the fuck is she even?
I don't know, buddy. I don't know. Have you guys been on the outs or anything?
No, we just broke up.
Okay.
Because I was gonna go home.
Okay. Where's home at?
Home is back in Medford.
Okay. Okay. So, have you guys been in a relationship, or
Yeah,
what's
we've
going
been
on?
in a relationship for 5 months now.
Okay. And were you guys living together for a certain amount of
No,
time, or
I
you
just
just
stayed the
staying there?
night.
Okay, so you just stayed the night.
Yeah.
Okay. So that isn't your permanent resident.
No,
You just went to hang
no.
out with
I
her
just
for the
went out
night.
for
Okay.
the night, and I was there last night, and that was it. And
Did
then
did
she's
something
mad-
happen?
She's mad because I'm going back home.
Okay. Okay. So she's not happy with you leaving.
Yeah.
So would be that would be the reason why she's telling us these
Yes.
things? Okay. So, like I said, man, that's the reason that I'm here, dude. It's not like I made this stuff up. She's
So this
telling
is
us one thing. We
de-escalating a
want to
little
find
bit.
out what's going on.
We
This
know
is
it's
so
going to
stupid.
escalate
She
further
does
here in a
this shit all the
second.
time, man.
Okay. How long have you guys been as
5 months.
5 months
Yeah,
dating?
yeah.
Just kind of dating, or is
just
that
dating,
it?
yeah.
Okay. All right.
She just answered.
What's your legal first name?
It's Ronnie. Ronnie. Can I call her
Well, why don't you hold off, because I
Wolf? WOLF. She's not even answering.
Yeah,
This
she's
is
probably.
crap, dude.
I got. I don't know.
Okay, so here's
Okay.
what happened.
Okay.
So I'm laying there asleep, and my friend calls me. My friend, he calls me up, and he's like, "Do you want to ride home?" I said, "Yes." I said, and then she got mad about it, and then she said, "Okay, are we done?" Hey, where you at? The cops.
I'm out with a sort of.
Copy. Ronnie Wolf. What
The
was the last
cops are
part?
here. They're talking to me about some bullshit.
Kate's Charles Adam Tom Edwardson.
Copy.
Okay, so you can grab my stuff? I don't know. Okay. Yeah, it's right here. I'm at the bridge. I'm by the
So
market.
he's calm for now. Or what's going to make
Yeah.
him? I wonder if he hears the wanted
Okay.
traffic or something.
Yeah. Can I give you my statement now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just waiting for you to get off the phone.
I was off the phone now.
Okay.
My friend's almost gonna be here. He'll pick up my stuff.
Okay. So you went over to her place last night,
Yes.
right? Just hanging out with her. You don't live there.
No.
Okay. Two of you been a couple for about 5
5
months.
months.
Okay. And this morning you're sleeping. Buddy calls you, says, "Hey, do you need a ride?"
Ride home. I was
So-
like, yes.
Why would he call you to say if you needed a ride?
Because he was already on his way from Grants Pass. He's coming here now.
Okay. So he was coming over from Grants Pass.
Yes.
Was he coming over to pick you up anyway, or
Yeah.
what was
no,
the deal?
he wasn't coming over yet. He was just asking if I wanted to ride back.
Okay.
He's
Called you.
going to Grants Pass to do something with somebody, and then he was coming back to town. He wanted to ask me if I wanted to ride back home because I was here.
Okay. Okay. So he calls. She gets upset because he's calling.
Because I'm going home.
Okay. Did she just want
She
you to
said,
stay
"Are we
there?
done?" I said, "Yeah, that's fine. Whatever."
Why would it go that way?
Okay, well that's fine. And then I called you guys.
Oh, okay.
I left. I was
Okay.
like, you know what? Screw you.
Nothing like that?
Nothing.
Okay. And what about the deal where she's saying you forced your way into the house? Did you
not force
leave and
my
come
way.
back?
I left to go to the store to get her something to drink.
Okay.
And then when I came back, she wouldn't let me in. And then I sat there on the porch for 45 minutes in the cold. And then we talked together, and then she let me in. She let me in. I didn't force my way in or nothing.
So did something happen from the time you left to go to the store until you came back?
Nothing. I was playing with her on the phone. I said they didn't have any more Yermokas. Shit.
Okay.
Fucking
that's-
stupid.
If somebody
fucking
says
done
something
with
that's
her.
not legit, I get it.
No,
I
it's
understand.
not. It's not. It's
Now it seems like it's escalating again. He's starting to
get it.
pace,
stupid, dude.
get upset.
But just understand we have an obligation. We have to do an investigation.
I understand,
Okay.
but fuck, man. Why?
Well, I don't know, because she called us, right?
She's.
There's two sides to every story, and we've got to go listen to hers as well, so we got to make sure that we're getting the full story.
I get that, but come on, man. I didn't touch her. I didn't force my way into the house. I didn't do any of that shit.
Okay. Just understand that she's given us a different story. Right?
It's fucking stupid, dude. None of that happened like that.
Okay. You're not on probation or parole or anything right
None
now,
of
right?
that fucking happened. No.
Okay. Fair enough.
Why?
I don't know, buddy. I don't know her. I've never talked to her.
Why
I
is he
know
starting
nothing
to
about
pace?
her.
Can I go to the store and get something to drink?
Not yet. We're going to hang tight for
Why?
just a minute until I hear from the other officer, okay?
I just turned on the lens and figured too. I'm going to contact the RP. She said his last name is Black Bear. DOB is going to be either 72993 or 72793.
What is she saying?
I don't know. I haven't talked to the officer yet. That's why I said I'm waiting for him to get here.
This is bullshit,
So
dude.
why don't you have a seat until we get a
I
chance
don't
to
wanna
figure
sit
out what's
down,
going
dude.
on.
This is bullshit.
Okay, well I'm going to ask you to sit down because
Why?
Because you're pacing,
So?
right? I don't want you pacing around.
Why
I want you
can't I
sitting down.
pace?
And you've been a little bit hostile with
Why
me.
can't I pace?
Because you're being hostile and angry, and I don't like it.
Show you fucking hostile and angry.
Oh, here we go.
Well, you're gonna find hostile and angry. Okay?
Who? From who?
Yeah,
From who?
from me. Let's not do that, okay? I've been nothing but cool with you, dude. You got no reason to be going off on me. I am trying to give you the benefit of the doubt, but we're gonna find out what's going on.
What else does this dude got going on? There's something else going on.
As soon as the other officer gets here, we will
There's
figure out what we're
more
gonna
to
do
the
with it.
story.
Here.
Yeah, he's gonna come over here and he can chat with us.
I don't want to chat with him.
You don't have to. I will. I'll let him know what you're telling me.
Well, it's exactly how it happened.
Okay, and if that's the case, dude, you're good. You'll be heading down the road.
It's fine.
But we're gonna figure it out. You're gonna hang tight until we get this figured out.
So I guess this is
bullshit,
second
dude.
unit coming up. Now, I'm not sure if this is how it's going. In our agency, if someone is wanted, we will send a secondary unit to meet up with them, and we will not give them that radio traffic until the second unit gets there, because we've had situations in the past where the person that they're dealing with hears that they have a warrant, and they immediately go to fighting, running, whatever. So that may be what's actually happening here. Is he's waiting on that secondary unit to get some radio traffic, letting him know that this guy's wanted.
Never forced my way into her fucking
So
house.
second unit's
And
on
if
scene
that's
now.
the case, that's what we'll find out.
Hey, where you at?
5110, code 12.
You on where?
Go ahead.
I located a Trey Andrew Black Bear, date of birth 7/29 of 93.
He's not
He
real
has a
qualified.
full
Pretty
extradition
fortunately,
warrant out of California.
So he gave him the wrong name, sounds like. This is the return information saying he has a warrant. The second officer is on scene and is telling dispatch to go ahead. We're both on scene. We can see him. He's sitting down. Go ahead with the traffic.
Parole violation for sexual
I
assault.
like how he did this though. The kind of split body cam. You've got officer number 2, officer number 1, and the dash cam. That's nice. It's a good way to split it up. You can see everything, all the angles at the same time.
Yeah, no, not everything's good.
Confirm you check on
Okay,
extradition.
reaching
I'm
into a
not threatening
pocket.
you.
And you know, dumb people online talk about, you know, if officers are that scared, they shouldn't be in the job. They're not scared. A healthy amount of fear gives you situational awareness and lets your body know the things you need to look out for. These are things officers look out for. They're like farmers insurance. They know a thing or two because they've seen a thing or two. They've had trainings watching videos like this and knowing that sometimes somebody can be just nonchalant, just kind of reaching in pockets. Then all of a sudden they bring out something. That's just how it is. They got to be watchful like that because that is a part of their job. A part of their job is not getting injured or, you know, taken out or shot or anything like that. That's not a part of the job. It can be, but to prevent things like that and prevent the taxpayers from paying medical bills, well, actually, with the insurance we have, it's not really taxpayers paying it, but to prevent injuries and possible severe injuries and things like that, they're going to take the actions they need to prevent situations like that. They're trained to look out for this. That is a part of the job. Part of the job is training and knowing what to look out for.
Identifiers are 10.
Stop
There's
it.
multiple
Stop what?
identifiers.
Stop.
Stand by just one.
What is he saying stop for?
Look, there's easy ways to do this and hard ways to do this. It's all up to you.
So he heard
I
the
don't know
radio
why
traffic.
she even called.
Okay. Well, we're beyond that right now.
We're not beyond that.
Yeah?
No, we're not.
Yeah, we are.
Okay, what happened?
Well, why don't you tell me?
He's starting to
I
shake.
told you what the fuck happened.
No, you told me.
Okay, I told you what happened.
Okay, so tell me what happened.
So, I'm sitting there asleep, and she broke up with me
Okay.
because I was gonna leave. I was on my way out to go home because I live in Medford.
Okay.
Okay. So she called you guys and said that I fucking broke into her house and fucking hurt or whatever the fuck she said to you.
Okay. She,
That
I'm
never
sorry,
happened.
podcast
She didn't tell me
listeners. I
that.
know this is
Okay. What'd
a
she
lot
tell
of
you?
video, but hey, check out my video
That
platforms.
she
You
invited
should
you
also
over.
be able to pull up the
Exactly.
video
And then you
platform
refused to
on
leave when she told
Spotify
you
if you're
to.
on
No.
Spotify, by the way.
I left.
That's what she told us. But
I left when she told me to.
okay. How long are you guys dating for?
5 months.
5 months. When did you guys break up?
Just now.
Just now?
Apparently, yeah.
Okay. So you didn't break up like a week ago?
Yeah, he's
No.
starting to get
Hanging out,
nervous
just
and
like
shaky.
Because I went over there
He
for the
definitely
night
heard that he has
to stay the
warrants
night.
and heard his real name.
What did you guys break up over? Do you know?
Because I was leaving.
You'll notice whenever back when the original officer was hearing the radio traffic of the dude's real name, that's when he started pacing. That's when he started getting nervous.
She broke up with you because you were leaving?
Yes.
To go to Medford?
Yes.
Doesn't seem right, but hey,
It's not right.
women are fickle, right? So.
You hear they're trying to de-escalate, like most people
Are you
want
waiting
them
for a
to
ride
do.
or what?
Yes.
They're trying to
Where they coming
relate,
from?
like, oh yeah,
Where you coming? Where you at?
women. But he's still nervous, still shaking.
He's turning to go to Eagle Plains at Tuville right now.
Juville?
Yeah.
Took the long way. It's coming from Grass Valley.
Oh.
He's headed back home to Medford. Okay.
5110.
That's what happened.
Showing a history of assault and battery.
blue thing?
There's
What blue thing?
multiple tattoos listed on
It's a disc getter.
the leg,
What?
live
Disc-
fast,
disc
die
picture.
pretty.
Oh, gotcha.
Another
Like
that
stuff out
says
of,
live free or die
discus.
hard. A clown,
Yeah, yeah.
clown faces.
That dude, that officer is sly. He's being smart. He's getting extra traffic on this dude, like extra radio traffic. That the cop would be a very good dispatcher if he ever has to retire from police work. He's like getting his attention. Hey, what's this? Tell me about it. While he's listening to what the dispatcher's saying, so that way that dude isn't listening. He's already clued in that dude is listening to everything that's being said about him on the radio.
So am I good to go with what
On
she
the
said?
left
Not yet,
arm,
sir.
there's
Why not?
tattoos of love me
We're
or
just listening
hate
to her.
me.
I
There's
understand.
tattoos
but
on the
what's going on?
chest. Do you need me to continue? There's multiple more.
Can you put that down for me?
No, that's good enough. He's not cooperative.
I'm gonna cooperate.
Copy.
You told me you were
he's
going to get
listening
violent.
into
No, I'm
every
not.
single
That's
piece
what you
of
told
radio
me when you were
traffic.
sitting there.
No, I'm not.
That's what you
I'm
said.
not though.
Put that down, please.
You just asked me to pull it up.
I didn't ask you to pull it out. I was asking you what it was.
Okay. Can my friend get my stuff?
Yes. Go ahead and stand up and turn around for me. You're under arrest right now. You
For
got a
what?
warrant. You have a warrant.
For what?
Stand up and turn around, or you can get tased. Put the phone down.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's about to escalate. So you notice how the officer got the identifiers on the warrant. All the warrants, if people have scars, marks, tattoos, or things, when it's listed out on the warrants, when we read them, we can see that they have this tattoo here, that tattoo there. So the dispatcher is reading out tattoo on the left arm, love me or hate me, and the officer on this side immediately clued in. Yep, I can see it right there, clear as day. This is definitely the dude we're talking about, because he gave him a false name, so they've got to make sure it's the same guy that they're talking about. And tattoos are real good identifiers because not a lot of people have the same tattoos. And at this point, they're pretty they're 99.98% sure it is the same dude because it's the same tattoos and everything. So they're going to try and get him in handcuffs and secure him. You saw here, he immediately reached down super fast into one of his bags. So something to point out. I know the title of the video, dude with a knife and all that. I don't know if you guys have ever heard, I'm sure you have, if you ever watch body cam videos and things like that, the 25-foot rule. So if someone has a blade or something like that, something physical that they can hit you with, they can cover 25 feet within like a second or two. So a taser is not really a good option. This officer already got out his taser because he can see stuff's wrong. The other officer will probably bring up lethal here in a second. But yeah, they can close 25 feet and do serious harm or death within just a couple of seconds. Oh, so he's immediately stabbing that officer. He was like going at it, going from the side and everything. Let's go back to that. He immediately, see, that was like half a second that dude
Stand up and
closed
turn
in,
around, or you can get tased.
reaches, goes for the closest
phone down.
officer. Yep. Taser was not very successful.
okay? You okay? Roll on your stomach. Drop the knife. 5110, we did this, so he's got knife. Drop the knife. Roll away from it.
Roll away from it, you're gonna be shot! 224, are you out with him?
Roll away from it, you're dead. Fuck you.
Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Yeah, see, the taser was effective for a couple of seconds. They're still not going to approach because the knife is right there. Like he's hovering over it, even though he's kind of still tensed up. They're not going to take the chance to approach that. They're just not, unless the dude like scooted it away or rolled away from it like they were asking him to do. Then they would have been able to go in and take him in custody fairly easily. But he decided a different choice. He decided F you and was about to get up and charge again.
Get on the ground.
Stop it! X-ray 3.
5110, he's got a knife, he's tried to stab 24, we've got multiple shots away.
Copy, attempted to stab 5124, multiple shots away.
We need medical code 3 to this location. He's got a knife, he tried to stab him.
Oh my gosh, dude. Oh, people make me so pissed off sometimes. You can hear someone yelling, "Why'd you shoot him? Why'd you do that? He tried to stab us, woman. Get away. Let us do our job."
Me.
Dang.
You got a med bag?
People are ridiculous.
Yeah, med bag. You got him? Yep.
Overbird shots fired.
A little bit marker.
And immediately they're going to give aid. He finally dropped the knife. The knife
I'm not
slid
sure
away
they'll be
from
able to
him.
do anything on the top ones. Wrap that switch real quick.
5110, you want medical to stage or enter code 3?
Enter. Have him enter.
Copy.
Nothing clear. No.
Andy, stay back.
Just stay back,
Yeah,
okay?
he's going to be gone. Where are they
Tell
talk-
the schools.
Is someone...
Thank you.
Okay.
This is the only threat, though. We're okay.
Yeah, it's just him. Yep.
We're gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just random people walking up
my
on
injury
scenes
one?
like this. Why,
I got
man? Like, why?
What about higher up?
I don't see anything else. Do a quick
That's
sweep.
I only
that's
took
why I
one
think
yard,
the
so-
Oklahoma law
Came
is
at you a
pretty
couple of
smart.
different times, but
Yeah.
Having to stay away from officers so many feet.
let's do a quick sweep when medical gets here. Let's do another one on you. Right?
See, he's checking in, making
Good.
sure none of the stabs made it through his vest.
I
Some
don't
vests
see anything
are
else,
pretty
buddy, but
decent at
let's-
stopping it,
okay.
but most of them aren't
Double
rated
check.
for
Can I
it.
feel
So
this back here?
you hear fire already en route. So yeah, he's gonna get medical care. I don't know if that dude survived or not. 32-year-old. Unsuccessful due to injuries. So yeah, he did not make it. Had a puncture wound right upper arm that required stitches. So yeah, he did end up getting a stab in the arm that wasn't covered by the vest. Must not have been that sharp of a knife. Right forearm. Knife was seized as part of the investigation. Yeah. Good stuff. I'm surprised. We've actually made it right almost an hour, people. So I appreciate you tuning in. As always, if you have any suggestions for the next one, please drop them in. I'm going to try and continue to do the pods weekly. I'm not sure how that's going to work out. Like I said, we've had some scheduling things kind of go awry this year already. So we'll see how that works out. But I do hope you enjoyed. I hope you got some type of entertainment or education out of it, or hopefully even both. Until next time, remember, if you have to dial 911 to keep dialing up those details, give them as many details as possible. Because situations like this, we got to know if they have weapons or anything like that. The dispatcher's questions are for a reason. So until next time, please, guys, just stay safe out there and don't forget to dial up those details. Again, if you liked or enjoyed it, please drop a follow, a like, a subscribe. All of that helps and helps people see this that might enjoy it. Peace.
Copy.